y'all. Welcome back to this week's episode of AMA Friday with Amy Miller, Recruiting in Yoga Pants. Alrighty. We scare because we care. That's on my mind. You know, Monsters, Inc. I'm about to drop some very loving truth bombs on you right now, and some of you are going to get mad at me, and I want you to know I am saying this because I care. I care about your success. I care about you not spinning your wheels on social media, not wasting your time, and not making yourself look a way that you don't want to look. I assume. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't. Let's discuss. Okay. This is not about your LinkedIn profile. I have a video, I will link to it up above, on the difference between a resume and a LinkedIn profile. I dig in a little bit more into how to best leverage that real estate. The profile kind of sits there, right? It doesn't change a lot. You're probably updating it when you get a new job. You're maybe adding some featured content. You might go in and tweak it, based on feedback from me or other folks. And that's okay. But the profiles are generally pretty stable. We're not seeing a ton of day-to-day changes on those. However, what we do see are new posts, comments. So this is not only you writing posts, whether you do it daily, weekly, monthly, whenever the urge strikes. There's no rules. Do what feels right for you. But also your comments. How you're engaging with others, how you're showing up in the comment sections of your own posts, as well as other people's posts. Are you asking questions? Are you giving feedback? Are you commenting? And don't come at me with that commenting for reach shit. That makes me crazy. Who started that? And can I slap them? We're going to get into it. Okay. So here's the thing. We see two kinds of posts. Not just two. There's a lot of different kinds of posts. But I find that a lot of job seeker posts fall into one of two camps. We have the, don't ignore this post. I'm looking for work. I need a job right away. I want to be a remote employee in this industry. That's it. Okay. Scroll on by. Because that does not speak to me. Oh shit. Truth bomb number 1. Amy Miller's an asshole. But let me explain why. Now, I do understand the value of getting eyes on your profile and the value, again, I kind of was, kind of joking about the commenting for reach dig, and I get it, right? You want the visibility, you want hopefully the right person to see it. The issue with posts like that is there's no clear value to the person reading it. Look, if you have posted, especially more than once in the last month, don't ignore my post, I'm looking for work, and there's no other context, how is that working out for you? And I really want to know, because if you are going to tell me, oh, well, yeah, I post like that all the time and I got 7 interviews and 3 job offers, I stand corrected. Is that what really happens though? Seriously. Compared to the person who makes a very thoughtful post, and I shared one of these earlier this week, as a matter of fact. I'm not going to name names, not going to call out people who are not aware that I'm talking about them, but I shared a brilliant example of this recently. A friend of mine who's on the market, senior TA leader, freaking amazing, wrote a very detailed, heartfelt post about what they're good at, what lights them up, what they are envisioning is next for them. They're almost like manifesting their next role, right? And they even made a comment, which I found was really interesting, about how in the past they've kind of written their own job description and shipped that out, which I think is super cool. I know not every industry, not every candidate level, that kind of thing this will work, but I thought that was really neat. So Props to you, my friend. But here's the bigger idea. This person has painted a very vivid picture of what they can do, what they have done, what value they want to bring to their next employer. That, my friends, is the content we need. So if I'm a hiring leader for a startup and I'm looking for an engineer, let's pretend, okay? I've got a little company and I need to hire me a couple of engineers, a couple of iOS developers maybe. And I'm scrolling through LinkedIn and I'm seeing like, oh, don't ignore my post. I'm a developer and I need a job. Yeah, I might look, I might poke around. I might like it. Depends. But is there anything there that hooks me? Is there anything there that gets my attention? Versus the person who says, well, I'm on the market. I'm open to conversations. I'd love to talk to someone who are working on something really cool that would enable me to do this. I've done this in the past. My last role, I accomplished these things. I'd really love to use that expertise to help a company move to the next phase. Oh, wait a minute. Now you're speaking my language. If I'm a startup leader guy and I'm at that point where I want to move to the next thing and you're saying, hey, I've gotten companies to the next thing, I want to talk to you. You see the difference? Like there's the person who's all about I need and the person who's all about I can do. So one of those is very like, this is going to sound bad, but again, truth bomb number 2. One is selfish and self-serving. The other is value adding. That's harsh language. Selfish and self-serving. That's harsh. I don't mean it to be harsh. But I want you to look at it through the lens of the audience, which is basically a stranger who does not know you and does not care that you can't buy dog food. That's the reality. Your friends care. I care. That's why I make these videos, because I want to help you do better. But the average leader scrolling LinkedIn does not give a shit. They are focused on their problem. They're focused on what they need to get to the next step. They're focused on their gaps they're trying to fill. So if you are creating content, whether those are posts of your own, whether that's commenting on other people's posts, whether that's engaging with said leaders, whatever that looks like, remove the I want, I need, I'm desperate, give me, and focus on here's what I can do for you. Here's what I've accomplished, and I can't wait to accomplish it with someone new. I can't wait to bring these skills to my next lucky employer. Who would you as a leader be more excited to talk to? That's the harsh truth. Now, truth bomb number 3. It's okay to put yourself in a box. A lot of job seekers that I coach are concerned, well, if I talk about a specific thing, people are going to think I only want to do that thing. But that's what you're good at. That's what you can command money to do. So yeah, talk about that thing. We want to position ourselves as the solution to someone's problem. So it's perfectly fine to have a variety of skills. It's perfectly fine to have maybe multiple career focus areas. Like you better be able to back it up if that's your thing. But it's okay to keep yourself open to different options. But they should be genuinely related and tied to what you can actually do. Okay? I use myself as an example, right? I'm a recruiter. Everybody knows that. There's different paths I might be able to take. I could certainly go be like a senior IC somewhere. I could be maybe a recruiting manager somewhere else. I could do, real deep dive into like sourcing and candidate generation. I could be a sourcing recruiter at that place. I could be, a closing recruiter at that place. Like within the box that is recruiting, I can do a lot of things. But I'm certainly not going to put myself out there generally and say, well, yeah, I can do anything. Like, yeah, I could be a supply chain leader. No, I can't. I don't know anything about that. I can't be an engineer. I don't know how to code, right? So those boxes exist for a reason and are actually helpful in allowing others to help us. Do you see where this is going? I genuinely hope you are accepting this in the spirit intended, which is to get y'all thinking about how to position yourself as a solution to someone's problem. That's where the magic is. That's where the secret to engagement lies. How can I show you through my post, through my content, through my engagement, that I can solve your problem? Give that some thought, okay? I really want y'all to think about this. I want you to think about how you're showing up. What is the takeaway? If someone were to read the last month of your content, of your post, of your history, what are they learning about you? Because if all they're learning is that, well, they're about to be homeless, they've been out of work for a while, man, I feel bad. I'll donate to their GoFundMe. That's all I got. Okay, that's fine. That's what you want. Compared to, oh, wait, this person has accomplished some cool stuff. I can see the correlation between their background, their history, their work experience, their accomplishment, and what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to get to. And it's okay if you only get 5 responses. I'd rather have 5 responses that lead me to a conversation about an actual real job and maybe hopefully even an interview than 500 people patting me on the back and saying, oh, you're so great and we know you're going to land eventually somewhere. That is not helpful to me. That's not getting me any closer to buying dog food. So please, please, please give this some thought, y'all. I am just... My heart breaks every time I see one of those posts and I just think, God, that's not helping. Okay? Think about it. I understand the urge to just try everything, be vulnerable, be transparent, and there is a time and a place for that. But if you are not positioning it within, again, that talent-shaped box, what can I do? What have I done? What am I great at? It's probably not going to get you the result that you really want. Okay, I am over. We have gone over again. I don't know why I ever thought I could do these in 10 minutes. I hope that helps. Please do let me know down below. Drop a comment, email me, whatever, if you're not comfortable sharing publicly. Tell me what you think of this. Are you willing to try it? Can I give you homework? And are you ready to do an experiment with me to see if we can change the engagement based on your content? Let's discuss. Let me know down below. And as always, we will see you next week.